are using an X-Acto blade, make sure you're following procedures in class. And so I've got one little part on my watering can that I want to make sure that I cut out. So you want to make sure that you're always cutting toward you. You should not ever point the blade the opposite direction, and you should never have your hand anywhere near the blade, okay? So it's better to do smaller cuts at a time. So if you're fortunate enough to have and be able to use one of these, you want to be careful going in around curved lines, and that you don't try to do too much at once, so that it's a nice clean line. So you should never have the blade bend, and you should always cut on one of these rubber mats, and in class they're green. So once blades are checked out in class, no one is allowed to leave the classroom. Okay, it's always my rule as far as safety goes. Keep everybody safe and all the equipment accounted for. Alright, if that's not an option at home and you've got a small space, but it's still large enough to get scissors in, all you have to do is kind of fold. I mean, not fold, but bend over. And then if you'll snip it, then you can kind of work your scissors in there. Now it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but you should be able to do that, especially if you have sharper scissors. So you want to have all of your primary colors cut out, your secondary colors cut out. There should be similar shapes, and then your 6 intermediate colors, and then whatever you chose to do for your neutral. Lastly, once you get all of those things cut out, then you're going to assemble them in color wheel order. So you can pause the video on this, but make sure that they are in the correct order in the 12-step color wheel, with your neutral shape being in the middle. So if you're at school, we'll have a larger sheet of black paper. If you're at home, then you can use smaller sheets of black paper like I've done here, and so you can assemble it that way, you know, long enough to glue those pieces down. So if I wanted to do yellow here, red here, orange, blue. So red and yellow make orange, yellow and blue make green, violet. I'm gonna leave enough room for my trowels here. More room. There we go. So then you just have to position that how you see fit, making sure to follow that color wheel so that you have your nice themed color wheel. So if you need to kind of turn those however to get them to fit, then do so. Need room for my blue green. Something like that, and then I'm gonna spend time gluing it and use whatever glue that you have, and then upload your picture when you're finished.